Hi guys, you are going to pay for your wedding banquets and you don't know which card to use. If you're wondering whether you should go for miles or cashback, or if you are like, I don't even know what I need, then stay tuned because I'll break it down for you step by step. And most couples are leaving thousands of dollars on the table when paying for their weddings and they don't even realize it. Since you're going to pay for it anyway, why not earn some cashback or miles on it? In this video, I'll guide you through what are the best credit cards for wedding banquets and how you can maximize your rewards since you are spending on one of the biggest expense of your life. Oh well, HDB is probably even more, but this is about there. I will share the best miles credit cards for wedding banquets in hotels, for wedding banquets in restaurants, as well as the best cashback card if you are a cashback person. And I will also share the best credit card if you are just someone who wants one card for everything. This is Audz, your lobang sis, who shares about money hacks and travel deals so that we can huat together. By the end of this video, you will have a better idea of how to turn your wedding banquet payments into free business class flights or cash rebates. And if you're all about huating together, hit the like and subscribe button and join my Telegram channel for more finance and travel hacks. Should you choose miles or cashback? I like to say it depends. If you love traveling, miles could help you get business class flights at the price of an economy class ticket. But you will need to do a few things. You will need to track category spending, pay some transfer fee, which is negligible in my opinion. You will need to watch for expiry dates, and you will need multiple credit cards. And there are some cards that only give you bonus miles when you use mobile contactless payments. So you must know the rules. One suggestion that I have that I personally use is to write it on a post-it and paste it on your card, because ain't nobody gonna remember all of that. But if you're someone who just wants instant, no fast rewards, then cashback might be better. There is no tracking, no hassle needed, just cash in your pocket. But here's the thing, would you rather get $400 of cashback or enough miles for $4,000 worth of flight? That is something that you have to consider. Before you decide on a card, there is one crucial thing that you must check: your wedding venue's MCC, Merchant Category Code. Why does this matter? Every single point of sale has a Merchant Category Code if they accept Visa or MasterCard. Visa or MasterCard then lets the bank know what your Merchant Category Code is, and the bank uses this Merchant Category Code to determine if you are eligible for the rewards under their program. For example, if you use a credit card that gives bonus miles for dining, but your wedding banquet venue is a restaurant in a hotel, it might actually be classified under travel lodging, and you might not actually earn the bonus miles even though you were in a dining spot. That is something that is really a little bit tricky if you want to maximize your miles game or even your cashback game. So now we know that we need to know the MCC before we can know which credit cards we need to use. But then sis, how do we find out before we make the payment? Yes, don't worry. There are a few ways that you can do it. Some are more accurate than others. You could use HeyMax to check the MCC. However, when you are making such a large purchase, I actually recommend more accurate methods such as Instagram or DBS chatbot. The first method is the Instagram Amaze Card method. What you need to do is to set your payment source to wallet mode just to be safe. You also want to ensure that there is insufficient balance for you to complete the transaction. After this, you can attempt to pay the merchant. The transaction will definitely fail, of course, but then we can go back to the Instagram app and tap on activity, and we can see the failed transaction details, including the MCC right there. The second method is the DBS chatbot method, which you can block the DBS or POSB credit card on your DBS or POSB app under payment control, temporarily lock your card, and don't allow any transactions just in case. Now you want to attempt to make a payment at your venue and it won't go through, then what you need to do is to return to the DBS Digibank app or log into your DBS iBanking. If you're using the app, you can tap the question mark on the top right corner, scroll down and tap on Ask Digibot. If you're using the DBS desktop version, all you need to do is to log into your Digibank, click on icon on the bottom right hand corner. Now, these steps apply for both the app and the desktop version. You want to navigate to check my recent transactions, go to credit cards, select the card that you use to make the payment, go to view transaction history and go to declined transaction. You will then see the failed transaction together with your MCC description. You can match this description to the 4-digit code in this file, which I will link below. What I usually do is Ctrl F to find the merchant category name on this list. Once you have confirmed your MCC, unblock your card and proceed to make the actual payment with the right credit card. I guess the best way to do this is if you are having some tasting session, you can actually try to make the payment, or you could just ask the banquet manager. I'm sure that this is not the first time that someone is doing this, and you can just ask them what is their MCC code. That might also save you all the trouble. The other thing you want to do is to also ask the venue manager or the banquet manager if they allow you to pay by installments. You can maximize your miles by strategically splitting your payments across multiple cards. Since most high earning miles credit cards offer 4 miles per dollar and have a spending cap per month, for example, the DBS Women's World Mastercard gives you 4 miles per dollar on $1,500 worth of online spending per calendar month. And the way that they give you the miles is that as long as you charge it before the end of the month, whether or not transaction has been posted, you will still get the miles as long as it is charged before the month end. This means that you can actually max out the spending cap of $1,500 on the 31st of March, 11:59 p.m. and then you can charge another $1,500 on 1st of April, 1 a.m. Same but different. But this doesn't apply to all credit cards, okay? You would need to know the details of how each credit card works and the nature of it. It's like a baby. You must know when your baby poo-pooed. You must know when your baby need to eat. Like that lah. And I personally recommend that you try to use as little cards as possible, which means that you really need to plan and really understand what your card can do in order to play this miles game. Alternatively, just go for a cashback credit card. The other thing that you want to do is to pay it the right way. You want to determine whether your payment will be done via contactless payment at the venue or an online transaction. For example, people tell me that they are able to pay online for Conrad Hotel. If I'm able to pay online, I can actually use the DBS Women's World Mastercard. But if I have to pay in person and tap the payment terminal, then I cannot use the DBS Women's World Mastercard. The final thing is that both partners should apply for the same cards. This helps to spread the spending and accumulate miles for both so that you can actually travel together. I get this question a lot. Doesn't using multiple cards mean that I will need to pay multiple transfer fee for my miles? Not really if you use this trick. I'll tell you how to avoid multiple transfer fee and keep your miles in one place. I'll give you my best recommendation of card combos that you can use to minimize the transfer fee. And just to set the record straight, transfer fees are okay if you have a lot of miles, and the transfer fee is kind of negligible to me. So what are the best miles credit card for wedding banquet at hotel venues? To maximize your rewards, you should consider getting the following UOB cards. Number 1, the UOB Ladies card. You should choose the travel category and you will earn 4 miles per dollar on your first $1,000 on the classic card or $2,000 on solitaire and above card. This works for both contactless type of payments or online spending payments. The second card that you should get is the UOB Preferred Platinum Visa card. You can earn 4 miles per dollar on contactless spending of up to $1,110. The third card that you can get is the UOB Visa Signature card, which allows you to earn 4 miles per dollar on contactless spending of up to $2,000. And the final card is the DBS Women's World Mastercard. If your venue allows online payments and it is a hotel venue, then you can earn 4 miles per dollar on your first $1,500 of online spending. You will need to take note that there are 3 cards that you can use when you are making contactless payments, and if you are making online payments, you can use these 2 cards. So here's how much miles you can earn based on this card strategy. Assuming you use the UOB Ladies Classic card, which allows you to choose one chosen category, which will be the travel category, you can earn 16,440 miles on $4,110 of spending via contactless payments. Or you can earn 10,000 miles for $2,500 worth of spending via only online payment. You have a lot more options if you can pay contactless, but if they allow you to also pay online along with the contactless, then you can earn 22,440 miles for $5,610 worth of spending within a month. And this is the amount that you can earn for each person. And of course, if you have the UOB Lady Solitaire card, you can spend another $1,000 more, which means that you can get 20,440 miles for $5,110 worth of spending via contactless. contactless payments, or 14,000 miles for $3,500 of spending just via online payment. Sis, why use UOB cards for miles? One of the biggest reasons is UOB lets you combine your miles across multiple cards, which means that all your miles are consolidated under one account and you can pay one transaction fee to get them into your KrisFlyer or any other frequent flyer program. This will give you significant savings, even though not a lot, but it is still pretty cool. Next, let's look at the best miles credit cards for wedding banquets at restaurant venues. If you are planning a restaurant wedding banquet, then you have even more credit card flexibility. All these cards that I've mentioned earlier are valid, but there is one additional card that can help you maximize your rewards. And if managing multiple cards feel too much work, don't worry, you can use this card to let you earn uncapped miles, even though for a slightly lower rate and some clause. I'll get to that later. For restaurant venues, you can use the UOB Ladies card that I've mentioned, but instead of travel category, you should choose the dining category. Here's the tricky part. If the restaurant is inside a hotel, then you need to check, okay? Whatever you do, ask the wedding banquet manager, go and try to charge a payment. You must make sure. If you're going to use the UOB Ladies card, do plan ahead because you can only change your category every quarter. So if you want to pay in March, you have to actually do your category choices by December. You will also be able to use the UOB PPV that I mentioned previously and the UOB Visa Signature. This will give you the budget as before, but now we have another extra card that you can use, which is the City Rewards Plus Amaze card, which gives you 4 miles per dollar on up to $1,000 per statement month. All you need to do is make sure that the venue that you are paying for is not a travel related transaction, which is hotel, because then you will not earn your rewards. In the midst of editing this video, Instagram just announced that they will charge a 1% fee on top of all Singapore dollar transactions made via the linked card function. This will affect our City Rewards Plus Amaze strategy. And so you have two choices. The first one is to go ahead and pay that 1% if you were to tap the Amaze card at the restaurant. The second one would be if they allow you to pay via an online transaction, then you can just go ahead and pay with the City Rewards card. And if you are like, sis, too many cards, I don't want to handle, I don't want to split. Okay, there is one miles credit card that you can use to give you miles on restaurant venues, and you really just need one card. And this card is the UOB KrisFlyer. It gives you 1.2 miles per dollar when you make your payments if it is a dining location, and then it gives you 1.8 bonus miles when you are able to hit this criteria, which is to have an annual spend of $800 on Singapore Airlines, Scoot, or KrisShop. Not Kris Plus, okay? So this card is pretty awesome because you get an uncapped 3 miles per dollar on the wedding banquet venue. But you must make sure that it is under their category. And so what happens is that you will get your 1.2 miles within the year, but you will only get your 1.8 bonus miles 2 months after the end of your membership year, which means that you could technically wait up to 14 months for your full 3 miles per dollar. I guess the good thing is that these miles are transferred directly to your KrisFlyer account with no transfer fee. The bad news is that the moment your miles hit your KrisFlyer account, you have 3 years to use it up before your miles expire. So this card allows you to earn uncapped 3 miles per dollar on Singapore Airlines tickets, on KrisShop, on dining, food deliveries, online shopping, travel, and transport. And you can charge up to your credit limit in a single transaction. If you don't want to track multiple cards, this is a simple strategy that you can maximize your miles without worrying about caps. Okay, I know not everyone wants to deal with tracking miles and points, and some of you just want straight up cashback without thinking much. The first card is the HeyMax True Cashback Credit Card. With the HeyMax True Cashback Credit Card, it allows you to earn 3% cashback on up to $5,000 within 6 months for all new to HeyMax users, or if you have cancelled your HeyMax credit card for more than 12 months. This is really useful for you to earn cashback on big bills like hospitals, large furniture purchases, and in this case, wedding banquet. It can absorb up to $5,000, so you can totally just get the cashback. It's pretty Sweet! After you have spent that $5,000 of intro bonus, you will earn 1.5% cashback on the subsequent payments. So you can either choose to stick to this card for convenience purposes, or you can use the next card that I will talk about. The second credit card that you can use is the DCS Ultimate Platinum, which allows you to earn 2% cashback on up to $10,000 of spending per month, which is pretty awesome. If both of you get the card, then you have a budget of $20,000. On top of that, you can actually earn 1% cashback if you were to use your HSBC Everyday Global account to arrange gyro payments for that. I'll put the link below for the step-by-step guide to get 1% on your HSBC Everyday Global account. Some final thoughts. Your wedding banquet is a one-time high-value spending, and you should really optimize your credit card strategy to get the most out of your spending. Choosing the right credit cards, checking your MCC, strategically splitting your payments can turn your wedding payments into free business class flights or massive cashback payouts. I hope this helps. If you have any questions and you want to join my Telegram channel, feel free to join below. If you want to support my channel, feel free to sign up in the links below and get some awesome sign up rewards. Like, subscribe, and let's huat together. Okay, thanks, bye!